Good morning, children. Let us begin with today's thought. Every morning is a new opportunity to do things you missed yesterday. Let us continue. Lesson 24. Are we endangering our environment? In the previous part, we have learned that man uses things from the environment to make his life comfortable, which has an harmful effect on the environment as well as on all living things. Let us continue with the remaining part. Children, water is one of the basic essential need of all living things, and rain is the main source of water on the earth. This rainwater gets collected into different water bodies like oceans, ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. We need water for different purposes like for drinking, cooking, cleaning, farming, for industries as well as for construction work. As the rainy season ends, the water in the rivers decreases. Water in wells too recedes. Their water barely lasts up to the month of March the following year. Later in summer, many villages face a serious scarcity of water. Children, do you know people settle only where water is available from one source or the other? The population keeps growing. The rainfall, however, remains the same. So, there is a shortage of water. Much of rainwater flows away unused. So, we begin to build dams to store rainwater and use it later. Some people begin to use bore wells rather than draw wells and to use hand pumps to lift water. Then pumps that worked mechanically on diesel or electricity were invented. Now, the use of such pumps has become widespread. The population has so greatly increased that now every summer we face severe water scarcity. Children, scarcity means shortage. Another problem that the population growth caused was that of availability of food. Children, the food produced in the country began to fall short of the needs of the growing population. So, our scientists developed improved methods of farming. Previously, farmers would grow only one crop in the year. Now, they can take 2 or even 3 crops every year. As a result, food production increased, but so did the demand for water for agriculture also increased. Children, we experience a scarcity of water soon after the rains. The rainwater that has seeped into the soil can be used in this situation. Water found in wells and bore wells is nothing but rainwater that has seeped into the ground. Let us now learn about some traditional methods of drawing water from wells. Children, in the Konkan region, there are groves of coconut and betel nut, and bananas. They are watered using the water wheel to lift water from the wells. Let us learn about this water wheel in detail. A horizontal beam is placed over the mouth of the well. Children, as you can see here in the picture, this is the beam placed over the mouth of the well. It supports a large wooden wheel which turns around. As you can see here, a large wooden wheel which turns around. This wheel is called the rahat. Several pots, that is gadge, are fixed on the wheel. When the wheel turns, the chain of pots turns with it. One by one, they dip into the water in the wheel and get filled as they come up. As the wheel turns, each pot turns over and the water gets poured into a channel. You can see a channel here. From there, it is taken to the grooves. The water wheel is turned with the help of bullocks or a male buffalo. Such water wheels or rahat gadge are still in use in some places in the Konkan region. In other parts of Maharashtra, a moat was in use for lifting well water. You can see here in the picture. A moat is a large leather bag. It is lowered into the water at the end of a rope. When it is full, it is lifted out of the well. The water is used for the fields. Bullocks move to and fro on a ramp to help lower the bag and lift it. The moat is used in very few places now. Nowadays, fields are watered using diesel or electric pumps. These mechanical pumps can lift many times more water than the moats ever could. Besides, because more than one crop is taken every year, the pumps are used to lift water even after the rainy season. As a result, the water stored underground is getting used up rapidly. Children, we have completed the lesson here. Let us revise what we have studied in the lesson. Invention of vehicles that run on mineral oil made traveling easier. Release of wastewater from factories into rivers causes harm to the environment as well as to the living things in it. As the population keeps growing, the demand for things we get from the environment also grows in leaps and bounds, means too much. As trees are felled, birds do not find nesting places. The greater the population, the greater is the demand for food grain. Farmers now take multiple crops. The demand for water too increases. Previously, in Konkan The water wheel was used to draw well water, while the moat was used elsewhere in Maharashtra. Now, pumps are used for the purpose in most places. So, groundwater gets used up rapidly. Children, always remember, while taking things we need from the environment, we must take care not to harm the environment. Here we have completed the lesson. You have to read it carefully. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.